Alright guys, so on top of Pure Vanilla's massive buff, Hollyberry Cookie is another cookie who has received an insane buff to her kit. So here we go guys, I'm going to be reviewing her buff and exactly what has happened to her and what has changed for Hollyberry Cookie. So if you guys look at the screen right now, first of all, you're going to be able to see that the skill of Hollyberry Cookie was very similar to how it was with Pure Vanilla Cookie. So it is a very simple skill, which honestly was the reason why Hollyberry Cookie kind of fell off the meta a lot faster than Pure Vanilla Cookie. But it is going to be an 18-second cooldown of Oath of the Shield, and you can see that it is going to be doing a simple single hit damage of 340.9%, and it is going to be applying that damage focus, which is going to be 20% of the damage of all allies for 9 seconds. So exactly what damage focus is that any damage that your cookies other than Hollyberry are going to be taking, for example, if you have a Hollyberry as well as a Pure Vanilla, any of the damage Pure Vanilla takes, 20% of that is actually going to be going towards Hollyberry instead, and Hollyberry will be taking that damage instead of Pure Vanilla. Alright, so that was the actual skill. However, after the buff, alright, Hollyberry's skill has changed and a lot of different things have also been added to Hollyberry's kit. But just for anybody who is still asking, all of the cookies, all of the ancients have actually received a buff, regardless of whether you choose Hollyberry, Pure Vanilla, or Dark Account inside of the Might of the Ancient. All you actually get is that you do get a free Ancient cookie, as well as the landmark once you guys do complete all 4 missions, and the landmark is going to be for every single Ancient, alright? It is going to be increasing your Ancient Cookie's HP by 20% at max level. That is the only thing that is going to be different, guys. You're just receiving one free Ancient Cookie and receiving the landmark, but the buff, regardless of whether you choose one or not, you know, they are still going to be getting this particular buff, all right? So here we go, guys. This is going to be the skill Oath of the Shields. Now it is going to be 17 seconds instead of 18 seconds. So we did get that 1 second deducted for the actual initial cooldown. But here we go. This is going to be the skill. It says, let out a war cry of fury. Hollyberry Cookie charges forward and becomes a shield to her cookie allies, absorbing a portion of the damage they take, excluding periodic damage and indirect damages. While her damage focus is active, she will reduce crit received by her allies and herself and gain a stack of Seed of Life for every crit hit she receives. Once she gains enough Seed of Life stacks, the Seed of Life will bloom into the Berry of Life, enhancing the succeeding skill. The cooldown for Hollyberry Cookie's first skill is reduced, allowing her to use it faster. While Hollyberry Cookie is using her skills, she will briefly become resistant to interrupting effects. So as you guys can see, there has been a lot of different things that has been changed. And first of all, let's go over this right here. It says that the cooldown for Hollyberry Cookie's first skill is reduced, which means that if you guys click on the toppings right over here, you guys can see that the initial start, all right, as Hollyberry enters the battle for Arena, World Aspiration, whatever it is, her cooldown is going to be 1 second. I believe that is pretty much the fastest cooldown we have got going on here. So Pompon has, or Pumpkin Pie has the 1 second right there as well. And then I believe Brute has a 2 second start, all right, and I think right here the only other one that has a super fast start is going to be Gingerbread with another 2 second start. All right, so you can see Hollyberry's skill is going to be even faster than Gingerbread's now, and she will always be the first one to use her skill once you guys enter the battle. And now here we go, guys. This is going to be all of the gray marks where we have all of the percentages and numbers. So now the damage output for her single hit has stayed the same, and it is still going to be 340.9%. However, you guys can see there is going to be additional damage to targets immune to stun. This is when the actual attack or the actual skill is going to be stunning the enemies once that Seed of Life turns into a Berry of Life, alright? But if that enemy is immune to the stun, we are actually going to be dealing additional 405% of damage. And this is going to be similar to how it is for like someone like Espresso right now, and will be great against someone like BTS, who is going to have their cookies immune to stun. And you can also see that there's going to be some damage that is going to be ignoring damage reduction to targets immune to stun, and that's going to be 50%. So basically all of the damage that you are going to be dealing to that cookie who is immune to stun, you're going to be ignoring 50% of their damage reduction. All right, so we also have here, it's going to be damage focused. Now we are going to be absorbing 35% of damage allies take for 9 seconds rather than that 20%. So that's the reason why Hollyberry has truly become a shield for her allies, and she is going to be the one of the best, or if not the best now, tanks inside of the game. On top of that, she is going to be giving crit damage reduction to all of the cookies and herself to 35% for 9 seconds, which is going to be the duration of that damage focus. And on top of that, when she receives a crit, she is going to be getting Seed of Life stack. That's a total of 15 stacks. And you can see right there, max HP plus 5% until the bloom. All right, so every time she gets a Seed of Life, she's going to be gaining max HP by 5%. And then upon 15 stacks, it is going to turn into a Berry of Life, and she will be adding 2 seconds of stun to the next skill's charge damage. All right, so 2 seconds stun to this 340.9%. And then she'll also be doing the additional damage to targets immune to stun, as well as ignoring the damage resist. And also, just like pure vanilla, Hollyberry has also received a debuff resist of 30%. All right, so she has truly become an insane tank here, guys. On top of not only does she take less damage from crit, but she also has debuff resist. And on top of that, when you do put Hollyberry Cookie with a full solid almond build, then pretty much she is going to be the tankiest cookie that you have pretty much going on inside of the game. So here we go, guys. Let's test it out inside of the World Exploration as well as the arena and see how strong she truly has gotten. Alright guys, so here we go. We're going to be going into 14-28 here with Hollyberry as well as pure vanilla, and let me show you guys how much damage that she is able to do. Alright guys, and you guys can see right there, it is going to be a 1 second initial start, and once we do use that skill, there is going to be that damage or the crit damage reduction for herself as well as pure vanilla, who is going to be her ally, right? And she is going to be getting this Seed of Life later on. But the enemies do need a crit. And there we go. We do see 1 Seed of Life. And that is going to increase her max HP by 5% here, guys. And once that stack reaches 15, we are going to be able to see a Berry of Life. It is going to be pretty hard to see that inside of World Exploration because of the fact that the enemies do not as crit as often as the cookies inside of the arena. But once you guys do get into the arena, which I will do, you're going to be able to see Hollyberry absolutely getting an insane amount of stacks there. And she's going to be really, really, really tanky. All right, so here we go, guys. Now, once we're done with this, let's go into the arena. All right, guys, so there are a couple builds that you guys can use right now for arena with Hollyberry. But this is the one that I've been using since about day 1. And we see Hollyberry as well as pure vanilla inside of the team. And you have Moonlight as well as Sherbet. Sherbet can be replaced with someone like Captain Caviar as well as someone like Clotted Cream. But this is the team that I'm going to be using. And the toppings that I'm using actually is going to be 5 solid almond for Hollyberry, 5 Swift chocolate for our financier. Actually using 5 solid almond for my Sherbet. It is going to be better with 5 of the Swift chocolate, but I do have majority of my Swift chocolate right now on different cookies. So I'm just using this. And then 5 of the Syrian Raspberry for our Moonlight, with Financier giving the shield buff to Moonlight, and then 5 solid almond for our pure vanilla with 8% cooldown. So here we go, guys. Let me show you guys this team in action. Alright guys, so this team is actually going to be using BTS, which is going to be amazing for Hollyberry because she is going to be dealing extra damage to any of the cookies immune to stun. So here we go. And here we go, guys. I'm going to actually put it at 1x speed, and you can see Hollyberry are going to be the first one to use their skill. Alright, and you can see the Seed of Life stack instantly getting to 15, and we have the Berry of Life for the next initial skill here, guys. And definitely for Hollyberry later on, once we get the the actual cooldown set, it's gonna be a lot better. This is a 0% or like 1% extra percentage on the cooldown, so her skill is not as fast. But once you get a little bit more cooldown on it, it is definitely going to be a really, really powerful skill. And you're going to be able to see later on when I check the damage output, she is actually going to be a very offensive tank as well, guys. Compared to how she was before, where she wasn't even able to do damage and not even able to protect your cookies, she has absolutely became a beast here with the Berry of Life, with the crit damage down, because there's a lot of treasures and builds focusing on crit damage. This is going to be allowing her to be absolutely amazing. And you can see 100% HP left at the end of the battle. And here we go, guys. You can see Hollyberry is actually doing more damage now than Financier, who is able to do a massive amount of damage, especially at the end of it with her damage reflection from the shield. But you can see Hollyberry is doing a lot of damage here as well as damage received. She is just tanking so much, even more than Financier now, and still surviving and still being super healthy at the end of the battle. So definitely going to be a amazing tank here. And you can already see this cookie right here on the enemy team. She actually dealt 2.2 million, a little bit more than I did. And she's, you know, I'm sure she had a little bit more cooldown than mine, but you can really see, right? Hollyberry is back. All right, guys, on top of the arena, there's actually a couple builds right now going on for Guild Boss Battle where you are going to be able to use the Hollyberry Cookie instead of the Brute or Milk Cookie for the secondary tank spot in order to protect our Werewolf. So this is another team that actually is going on right now. So I will be sharing that build once I get the toppings down, and I'll make a specific video on it. But this is going to be another team that is going to be going on now. Instead of using someone like Milk, who is going to need a magic candy, as well as someone like Brute, who can be a little bit risky at times, you're going to be able to use Hollyberry and protect all of the cookies and give that crit damage resist buff. So it is going to be amazing to keep Werewolf alive. And then of course, on top of the Guild Boss Battle, you are going to be able to start using a Hollyberry as well as Pure Vanilla in the main teams for the Cookie Alliance. So I definitely recommend you guys to start building her if you guys have her available inside of your cookie list. So without a doubt, guys, Hollyberry is going to be one of the best, if not the best, once again, tank inside of the game right now. She has absolutely became a beast inside of the arena as well as the world exploration and all of the different game modes that we have going on, and she truly is going to be worthy of that ancient title, just like our Pure Vanilla Cookie. And once again, I do recommend you guys to build her if you guys do have her available inside of your cookie list, and start utilizing her inside of the arena as well as the other game modes, and Hollyberry is just going to become your best shield that you guys can use. But anyways, guys, I hope you guys found the video helpful. The reason why, if you guys are still wondering, I'm not ascending is because I am saving my legendary essences for something else, guys, and that's the reason why I'm not ascending. But I hope you guys found the video helpful. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you guys all on the next one.